Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. 125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and then get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at sori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Yep. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is a community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go in the village, facebook.com/VillageXchange. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Bar merch.
Song number 2, losers, Bloodbath. Pay attention. Pay attention. Listen all the way through. This is going to start at song 22 minutes. Like Fire is the name of this song. Like Fire, dear listener.
Ben said we have to have the live for this next one. So.
It's got to be live. The live is apparently better than the
Emily.
than the regular version.
Yeah, that's why I thought I had Indian in me. That's what was always told. It was the high cheekbones.
Sori's cheekbones should have subhanallah. Yeah, I agree. And it's not even, what is it? You're doing ACV, but you're not doing ACV regularly. Not like me. I'm doing that shit religiously, and I look like a fucking ogre. But
no, you look nice. You look very good.
All right, guys, here we go. Like Fire. Let's get right back into it. Let's go, DJ Ben in this bitch.
Enjoy this. We played here back before with my other band, and they're always great support from you guys.
His other band, Opeth.
We are going to continue with another track from the Resurrection from Carnage record. This is a headbanging track, so that's what I want to see from you guys, okay? No, you answer me definitely, boys, please. High pitch.
He certainly knows how to work a crowd.
Higher. Down
I can't wait to watch you run a crowd.
Very, very good. This one is called Like Fire.
Turn it up! Talk to him, brother, to the stuff. Slow it down. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
As you can see,
Bloodbath.
we forgot to do our laundry this morning. But then again, we look fantastic. Thank you very much. Playing out a fast fucking track from the latest album that Peter obviously was the singer of, so I'm gonna try not to fuck it up too much. Are you ready for a fast song? No, definitely voice. High pitched. Danny Filth.
Danny Phil.
Bastard song.
Daddy food.
Alright, that was song number 2 from the mighty Bloodbath. Even though I didn't hear the recording, like the original. You remember I said I like to hear the
Was your
original
mind still
recording?
filling in gaps of what it didn't know?
It didn't really matter on this one. I pretty much heard which, if you guys are waiting to hear the Vin and Sori stuff, that's pretty much it. Your boy, it's just going to be a lot of chugga-lugga.
No, don't let him lie to you. That is not what it is. I don't know why you keep saying
our
that.
heavy shit is definitely
The heavy shit is heavy, but it is also interspersed with a bunch of technical stuff. So you'll see.
All the technical stuff comes from Jay. Shout out to Jay the Spirited, the actual guitarist in our band.
Start packing your bags, buddy.
Yeah, start packing your bag. I'm trying to get this boy to move down with us, because I'm real about this shit. I am real about this shit. Okay. The ruler of the earth and sky, I am infernal.
Wait, we already did that one.
That's the wrong one.
Yeah.
That's the one wrong. Or the wrong one.
So, Ben, you picked this song especially specifically for us to enjoy. We thank you for that. Wait, that's not it. So, okay, so this one was infernal or this one was fire?
Tell me what you thought of this one. Sonically.
Well, honestly, I thought it was going to be heavier. I don't know if I'm
really?
I'm in a weird mood, but I wanted it to be even heavier than it was. So I was waiting to be assaulted, and I wasn't assaulted as much as I thought it was going to be. So, but I still liked it. There was a drum piece in there that kind of that I liked, and obviously the song itself, it was good, and I think that the guy's got a cool personality, the way that he's kind of makes the jokes in between and stuff. I like the presentation of the band, and I like the way that the crowd reacts to them. I definitely, I will be honest though, the song itself made me want to be at another show.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be at an outdoor show like that. Because we've been to outdoor shows, but it was not that big.
Uh-huh.
Although when you're in a crowd like that, every time I'm in a giant crowd like that, I'm I'm going to lose Vin for sure. And then all of a sudden I feel I'm friggin' 6 years old, and I'm where am I supposed to go if I get lost? Because there's just so many people and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I would definitely want to go to another show after seeing this. So it was a good song. Did you get the lyrics up?
Yeah, I agree. This song, I really didn't need it because I was able to figure it out right from the beginning, what was going on. And look, I will never not love that shit. That riff that they played originally sounded like literally the very first riff I played the moment I got my first electric guitar.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Look, because it's just jigga 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 jigga. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
But at the time, it was actually no. Shout out to Ralph Ralph got me the blind riff. You know
What do you mean he got it for you?
Well, I pulled the guitar out. I wish I could show you guys those pictures, man.
No.
I should have took more pictures. I had them. I don't know where they went though. But I was taking my guitar out the thing, and I was like, "Arr!" You can see Reef there. But yeah, that I'm always gonna love riffs like that because I can play them. I can like get up right now, don't have to warm up, and everything, and just show up. And it always sounds good. It always sounds good, especially when you put drums around it and shit. It just, I mean, you saw what happened when we put drums.
I did.
We put drums on Jay's guitar because it was originally mine, and then Jay modified it, and then Soraya decided she liked Jay's riff better than mine, so we went with his.
It had drums in it.
We went with Jay's selection instead of mine. So she's always out here like, oh, Vince, like this great guitarist. Yeah. When the money was on the line, dear listener, she went with his. Shout out to Jay Dispirited. I'm not mad at him. It's all good. All right. What happened?
Oh, well, I mean, it's just you have so many different songs, and like the last one that you did with Babe.
I'm listening.
I'm sorry if I picked this up.
No, go ahead. I had so many songs. What now?
Yeah, you know the one that you after you had that now I can't, my mind is like forgetting stuff right now.
What after I had what?
Oh, that drink. Absinthe.
What about it?
Yeah. The technical stuff that you pulled out after just a little sip of that.
Yeah, I had to drink some legendary potion for her to like one of my riffs.
Please, it hadn't. No.
She just said it. She said, I'm like, hey, what do you think about this? She's like, oh, that's good. I had to drink like absinthe and then do something, and then she was
There's
like,
no way it hit you in that amount of time.
Wow, that's
you were
amazing.
open. You were like open. He just like started playing. I'm like, I grabbed my phone. I'm like, boop, start recording that immediately.
You will never reach me. I'm the darkest one. You'll never heal me, mind beyond repair. I will make you fear me. I will slay your hopes and dreams. You're lost forever in this world of mine. I'll devastate your life and crush your ever dreams. No human being will perceive your silent scream. The king of rapture will betray your soul. Your life is yours, soon to end in a brutal death. Don't look me in the eyes if you're awake. Just a glimpse of me will put your life at stake. I am the horizon. I am the serpent of the dead. My gaze will burn your flesh like fire, this very morbid mind of mine. I mean...
You know what that kind of reminds me of? Oh, my word. What's her name? With the Medusa. The eyes. Remember you couldn't look at her?
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking about
she
that
had a tragic story.
Licorice and a disappointing high. Well, I'm always disappointed by those substances because... There's always like this, like, oh, like you're gonna see machine elves and shit.
It does
taste
like licorice.
It never happens with me, never. But I did get a good, nice little guitar lick out of it, which I'll probably find in 5 years is already done or whatever.
Oh, that would be so weird.
If
it was like something you never heard before, but you started playing it. It's like the sounds thing.
The poison makes it extra tasty. Yeah. Okay. So again, this is the sort of like, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to destroy your dreams. You know, it's a weird situation. Like, people have these dreams, like what you want to do in your life. And it's almost understood that a part of maturity is letting go of your dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, that's part of maturity. It's part of being an adult.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the things that makes me feel so fortunate about where we are and what we do, because I never truly really grew up and let go of any of my dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like, the problem is like, we don't know that our dreams are actual nightmares until you live them out, you know?
Damn.
There are certain things that I dreamed about and like, oh man, it'd be so hard to get into that and blah, blah, blah. And what would it mean if I got in and yada, yada, yada. Then you get in and then it's like, here you go. Here's an experience you'll never forget for the rest of your life and you'll keep seeing when you close your eyes. So, you know, when a person like ruins your dreams, that may not necessarily be as bad as you think. Because it may be that you had a dream about something that was going to really destroy you. See what I'm saying? Like, when I watch Cat Williams, and Cat Williams is talking about, you know, he had to turn down X amount of millions of dollars because he wanted to remain a virgin, if that makes any sense.
Right.
Like, then you start looking sideways at all these Hollywood people, because it's one thing to hear conspiracy theories and all the rest of it, but it's another thing to see a guy who was an insider but still is an outsider, just like. And I think that's one of the reasons that the interview he did went so massively viral, because it was really the first time, because you're always hearing like the conspiracy theorists on the outside saying these Hollywood people are crazy, they're whack jobs, they're insane, they're all pedophiles. It's one thing to hear that from Alex Jones, but to hear it from an insider who has had mainstream success, who's talking to another guy who has mainstream success, for that to come out like that, that's where the thing went massively viral. And so my point is, like, there's been a lot of child, you know, I had a dream of becoming an actor or an actress and I just didn't make it. And they're walking around believing that their dream got taken from them, when in reality, that was God protecting them from a nightmare.
Jeez.
So it might be the person that's out there trying to, like, destroy your life and fuck up your dreams is actually helping you in ways that you won't even realize this side of eternity.
Wow.
So he did. He did, like, he named names. He named Puff. He named Puff, who was one of the, he named all the comedians, Steve Harvey, all the rest of those guys, which I agree. The Steve Harvey stuff was more of like, you stole my material.
Yeah.
The Puff stuff was like, you sick motherfucker. Like, that's the, and you know, Puff also got Me Too'd by one of the girls he was abusing. She's suing him for $30 million. He did all types of horrible shit to her, made her do all types of crazy shit. Yeah. And of course, like, you know, took pictures and videos of it and all this shit. And finally, one of these girls stood up and said, I don't give a fuck if you leak the pictures or whatever. I'm not going to let you get away with it. Shout out to Shorty.
Good for her.
Shout out to Shorty.
Yep.
But like, yeah, I was looking at that thing where he's talking about like the dreams, like shattering dreams and destroying your dreams and things like that, and being like, and thinking to myself, like, what were I've pretty much lived every single dream I've ever thought of in my life, aside from being a rock star. Like, literally everything that like I've accomplished things that are harder to accomplish than being a rock star. Like, we've been out there, like, you know, when we got there, we were like, oh man, this shit ain't. Backstage, like, I'm
not sure if it was like,
here's the catering area with all these famous people sitting around. We literally walked by the dude from Alice in Chains on the way to go see Head play guitar. Yeah. Literally, like, I was like, literally this close. So I didn't even know who he was. I was like, yo, that was.
I'm not sure, like, you're like, oh, you're so lucky that you got to go backstage from the very beginning of going to shows. I'm not sure if that was like, that's like seeing behind the scenes of Disney when you first see Disney. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw behind the scenes, I saw like what all that was. So it changes it. Like, it takes them off of that God status, because it's like, oh, well, I mean. Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah. And so, like, if you I'm trying to find the woman's name.
Emily, do you know the woman's name?
It's like Cassie something. She was a.
Good for her, though.
She was a.
That's a really. That must be a difficult decision, because you don't want that stuff all out in the public and everybody looking at it, and
there's four women that
went
after him. Yeah, there's 4 women that went after him, but one of them was his artist. Her name is Cassie, I think her name is. But shout out to her.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, Cassie. I'm not going to get into all the particulars of what he supposedly did to her or whatever, but my point is, like, be careful about your dreams, guys, because all that glitters isn't gold. You know what I'm saying? And I will tell you guys that, like, I had about 4 or 5 things that I'm like, oh man, if I could do this. And for the most part, I'm not going to lie to you, they were exactly what I thought they were going to be. It was exactly how I thought it was going to be. But the cost of what it cost me to do those things, I did not know. And I don't know what I would have done if I'd have had to do it over again. Relative to, I'm being, obviously vague here, but on any one of them, I don't know that I would do the same thing because of just the cost, whether the cost to me personally or the cost to my kids. So, and to me, that makes me a terrible person, because what I should say is I absolutely wouldn't do that shit again. Look how much it costs my kids, but I don't lie about shit. So it does make me a terrible person. It puts me, it's one of the reasons why I loved Tom Brady so much, but at the same time, it's also one of the reasons that him coming back for that last season was very important for my personal history, because it kept me from making some really stupid decisions. So shout out to Tom Brady. It's always better to learn from the foolishness of your brother instead of your own. Regret? I wish I could say I regret it. You know what I'm saying? Steve, I wish I could say I regret it. But I don't. Because it's what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Since I was really, really small, these are all things that I wanted to do. And so if I was a better person, I would regret them for sure. But I'm not. So
Keeping it real.
9.2.
9. They were both 9s for me. The last one and this one.
I'll tell you what. I would have liked this guy a lot more if he would have stayed with this band instead of Opeth.
That's so
I'm sure that's going to get to him at some point.
Yep.
We should...
His drunken side project.
Hey, the interviews in season 3, the interviews are coming back.
Yeah, they're gonna be crazy. Yeah, you guys are
we're-
gonna like those interviews. They're gonna be better. They're gonna be better than the last ones.
Commercial break. We'll be right back. Shout out to the big homie Ben Bear. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this whole show, dear listener, because we don't have enough
Not
lights.
like we better
Not
get
enough
those
gas
lights
in the
up.
gas tank.
Oh no.
If I knew how to speak, I think it's Cyrillic. I would
thought that was
translate that
Russian.
for you
I thought
beautiful
that was
people.
Russian.
Somebody help me out here. Vin would probably hate current Opeth. I think there's a very good chance of that being true. Commercial break. We'll be right back.